What's up everybody, Jay here and welcome back to The Planted Tank. And a couple days ago this channel reached 10,000 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. I never once would have thought that this channel would have made it that far. But anyways, I just wanted to thank you guys so much for all the continued support, and hopefully we can eventually hit 100K. So anyways, keep an eye out for the 10,000 subscriber giveaway that I'm doing here soon. And I'm going to be giving away some Waterbox tanks. So anyways, keep an eye out for that. And today in this video we're going to be doing a trim and maintenance video on this tank. So anyways, let's check it out. So as you can see, this tank definitely needs a trim, and what I like to do when I trim my plants is I like to keep the overall shape of what I want the mountain of plants to look like. And I like to use these curved scissors. These are real cheap. I got these on Amazon. I'll put a link down in the description if you would like to purchase them. They're pretty decent. The straight pair of scissors that the kit comes with aren't the greatest, but these curved scissors actually do a really good job. So no need to spend a whole bunch of money on some scissors. So I'm going to start over here on the right with the Didiplis Diandra, which is the green stem plant over here. This is probably going to take a while. I'm gonna go ahead and unplug everything. By the way, I had somebody leave a comment and say that the green side of this yellow and green sponge will scratch my glass. I've never once had this scratch my glass, guys. I've been using it for like 2 years straight. Haven't had any issues, so I'm just gonna clean up the glass real quick. It's pretty clean for the most part, except for the left side for some reason. Maybe I forgot to get that side the last time I did a water change. This is basically all I do when it comes to doing a water change. I just clean up the glass, and then I drain the water, and while I'm draining the water I try to suck up anything that's floating around or anything like that. But that's pretty much it. A lot of people always ask me what I do about gravel vacuuming and stuff like that. I've never once gravel vacuumed my aqua soil. If anything, I'll just kind of wave my hand down here and it'll kick up a bunch of stuff that's sitting on the top. But other than that, that's pretty much it. And I had a question. Somebody asked me how I get rid of the uneaten fish food and stuff like that that sits down at the bottom. There's a lot of bacteria and snails and all kinds of stuff down there that's going to break down that uneaten fish food or fish waste. And the plants end up using it for nutrients. So if those levels get too high and start causing algae, then you might want to start waving your hand down there if you're noticing a lot of stuff is building up on top of your substrate. But for the most part, I've never had an issue with it causing algae. As you can see, this tank is pretty much algae free except for this little bit of green dust algae that's on my glass. I mean, not a single one of these plants over here have any kind of algae on it. The Anubias has some green spot algae, but I think that's just because this tank is a little low on phosphorus. So I read a bunch of forums on theplanted-tank.net and the Tom Barr report or whatever. A lot of people say that if you're getting green spot algae, to try to dose some C-Chem phosphorus, and it seemed to be helping out with my tanks a lot. And I'm not saying it's going to work for everybody because everybody's water parameters are different, but it's worth a try. I'm only going to be doing a 50% water change today just because the tank is doing pretty good. It's pretty balanced for the most part, other than the green dust algae building up on the glass, which doesn't really worry me too much. As long as there's no algae growing on the plants themselves, that's the only time I ever get kind of worried about any sort of algae issues. So I'm gonna go ahead and drain the tank down to 50%. I also try to suck up as many snails as I can. That way their numbers don't get ridiculously out of control, which they kind of are right now. But It's really not too big of a deal. They're just in there cleaning up anyways. It's just they're kind of an eyesore when there's a ton of them. And once they get done eating everything that there is to eat in the tank, they usually turn towards my plants and start eating a bunch of little holes in my plants, which really gets on my nerves. I think that'll do it for now. By the way, the reason why I like to use this glass bowl pipe is because it creates a really awesome vortex in there. So when my In-Line CO2 diffuser is running, the bubbles come shooting out into the bowl and then kind of spin around a little bit, so it gets really good diffusion compared to a regular lily pipe. The tank is looking pretty good. I do have some stuff floating around up there, but that'll settle down and eventually get sucked up by the filter. But these fish look so good in this tank. It's just such a good combination of fish. It's a really classic combination as well. But yeah, that's pretty much all I got for today's video. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Again, thank you guys so much for 10,000 subscribers. It's absolutely insane. I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. I've been gaining 1,000 subscribers every month ever since last December. So hopefully we can keep that going. And yeah, keep an eye out for that 10K giveaway. If you like this video, hit the like button. If you're new here, hit the subscribe button and the notification bell. And as always, keep it planted.